Live from Central Pennsylvania, this is CBS 21 News at 11.
But I just got here to Bird Boys and Red Lion, and they abandoned all their birds in here. They had no food, no water. They abandoned them.
A bizarre scene, a woman says she walked into at a York County pet store. Countless birds screaming with no staff in sight, she says. And the pet store's website is nowhere to be found anymore. Thank you for joining us at 11. I'm Jasmine Brooks. CBS 21's Yasmin Cowan spoke to the woman who says she uncovered it all.
Well, Jasmine, Patricia Snyder was walking to Bird Boys, an exotic bird shop right here on 23 South Main Street in Red Line, where she was hoping to go shopping for her feathery friend. However, she did not. Instead, she says she came face to face with a heartbreaking sight to see.
I just happened to hear them. I was coming here to get my bird some food and maybe a toy, and I come into all this.
It was 100+ degrees that Tuesday, and when Patricia opened the door, she says there was no AC and noticed no one was inside the store. The more she walked around, she says she noticed something very wrong inside the cages.
They had no water, they had no food, and they didn't have water for days. It was dirty on the inside, it was completely bone dry.
In the shop by herself, Patricia was enraged and upset, but she acted quick and grabbed a witness from the gym next door and called police. But then her eyes widened again, and this time it was what she says was in the basement.
There's way more birds here than what we told you. We're talking like hundreds upon hundreds of birds.
Soaring Spirit Sanctuary, a nonprofit parrot rescue, stated in a post that it is waiting to seize the exotic pets and will be providing immediate care whenever it is authorized to do so. In the meantime, Patricia is planning a protest in a Facebook group more than 600 members strong, saying she wants the store closed.
We want them to leave. We want them to relinquish the birds, and we want them to get the heck out.
While a website for Bird Boys is no longer available, CBS 21 was able to track down previous versions of it as late as April of 2025, which show multiple birds for sale with prices between $100 and $25,000 per bird. On the site's terms and conditions page, all birds there are said to be healthy and very lively, and that the business is proud of its healthy breeding and affordable prices. Now, Jasmine, it's unclear right now if the birds were left behind intentionally, but the Parrot Sanctuary says police are investigating this matter, and CBS 21 got a hold of the attorney for the woman she says used to run the store. The attorney says that the woman, her ex-husband, and his brother were running this store, and that during their divorce, she didn't know the status of the store, if it was still running or not, and she didn't request it as she was going through this divorce, Jasmine. In Red Line, I'm Yasmin Cowan, CBS 21 News.
All right, let's talk weather tonight. It's been a weird day. We've been socked in with the clouds, and this is such a great shot that I wanted to show you here because it shows that mist, that drizzle just kind of hanging in the atmosphere. So there's nothing really showing up on the radar, but it is damp still tonight. And we never really got out of the 60s. We hit 71 for the high, but that was midnight last night. We've been in the 60s ever since. So it's damp and cool tonight. And as I mentioned, not much showing up on the radar, but if you've been outside tonight, you know it's that low-level mist or drizzle just kind of hanging out there. That's going to be the case overnight and still like that early tomorrow morning. But watch this. This is 7 a.m. Still socked in with the clouds. But by late morning, 9, 10 o'clock, we break that. Sunshine breaks out and we get into some of those pop-up afternoon thunderstorms. So it won't be a lot of rain, but you do have to keep an eye to the sky later in the afternoon. In the meantime, here comes a hot weekend. So 66 tonight, basically right where we are. Then tomorrow we break with some sunshine, 88. That'll pop off some afternoon thunderstorms. And then Sunday is a dry day, but it will be a hot day. So the heat is back this weekend, and it looks like it's going to stay with us into next week. We'll show you all that with the 7-day coming up in just a few minutes. Jasmine, back to you.
Thanks, Tom. Let's go live to the state capitol where Governor Josh Shapiro signed 14 bills into law, and 9 of those bills are the first pieces of budget legislation to pass for next year. Those bills include one that legislators said would help bring more school bus drivers, and another that they say would put homes, more of them, on the market. In a statement, the governor says, in part, this is the first step toward a final budget, and will continue to have productive conversations and work with the House and state and Senate in order to get it done. All right, everyone look in your mailbox because more than $9 million worth of checks are being mailed out to Pennsylvanians, and the state treasurer is encouraging people to cash them. More than 40,000 checks have gone out to people throughout the second round of the Money Match program. It allows the Treasury to automatically return unclaimed properties to Pennsylvanians. So checks will be sent quarterly, and the Treasury plans to return 30 million this year. All right, we're going to go high in the sky right. This is Tent City, okay? It's downtown Harrisburg, but you've never seen it like this from this angle. And right now, city officials are planning where they're going to move people that are living here in Tent City. Why? Construction on I-83 is set to come right through this location, and businesses in the city, they're actually reporting homeless people are trespassing on their property, and also sanitation problems as well. So the city spokesperson tells us via email, plans have been in the making for months. We're expected to learn more about what are the plans for the homeless in Harrisburg, and there's a deadline here, the end of summer. The city of Harrisburg says a permanent and humane plan to solve its homeless problem is going to happen. It's close to completion, they say. People in Allison Hill say it can't come soon enough. Others say they see empty apartment buildings and they think, you know what, the city could use those as a solution to the problem.
So you're telling me that you can't put these people in these places as opposed to putting them somewhere and then they have to leave there? They was already homeless. Now they're getting kicked out of being homeless.
Businesses on Market Street say they've been trying to deal with squatters gathering in alleys near their stores. The city says police and sanitation are trying to clean the area. While the city can't share specific details of their plan, they're promising more information very soon. 7 buildings were destroyed after an explosive fire last night in Lancaster County. Firefighters say it took them under an hour to put out these massive flames. No one was hurt. And we're learning what is the cost to all of this, because the cause is still under investigation. 2 beloved pets are dead and 5 people are without a home tonight after another fire, this time in West Manchester Township. And a firefighter was sent to the hospital for heat exhaustion. Thankfully, he has since been released, but the community is devastated by all of this loss.
You know, we're trying to support each other, but it's very hard, you know. And it was very shocking seeing all this devastation. It's a bad picture. You don't want to see that again.
The blaze has been ruled accidental. In Dauphin County, 3 people have been found guilty of shooting 2 little girls, nearly killing them. Canny Little, Brianna Smith, Michael Roberts. They were convicted for firing 30 shots at a home in Harrisburg, hitting a 6- and 4-year-old little girl. The 4-year-old was shot twice and needed life-saving surgeries. The district attorney's office says Little pleaded guilty mid-trial after Brianna Smith, the other defendant there, claimed she was kidnapped and forced to participate. All 3 are facing attempted murder charges. Another Dauphin County jury has convicted this man of 2nd-degree murder. Devon Hairston was found guilty by jury for stabbing a victim while trying to collect a drug debt from an apartment building on North 16th Street in March. The district attorney says that Hairston told them he stabbed the victim 1 time and didn't think it was deep enough for an ambulance, but it was almost 7 inches deep. He's going to be sentenced in September and faces a life sentence as he was on parole during the murder. The city of Harrisburg says they will have plenty of celebrations for you for the 4th of July to make up for their canceled fireworks show. City officials met this morning in Harrisburg to announce some updates for this year's festivities at Harrisburg's Riverfront Park. This year, expect food vendors, family-friendly activities, and interactive entertainment. And the Mayor Wanda Williams, says previous year's events won't get in the way of fun this year.
As a city, we refuse to allow the actions of a few to stymie the fun and fellowship for the rest of us here in the city of Harrisburg.
If you're still hoping that the fireworks will happen, they are, because the Harrisburg Senators are lighting up the sky on City Island. Here's a map for you. This is where everything will be, so you can find all of this on our website, cbs21.com. Parking is free for the holiday as well. A Pennsylvania senator is taking on Met Ed after thousands were left in the dark without power during this hot week. The demand for reimbursement, and we're going to have Met Ed's response for you, too. Then, on tonight's Spotlight on America Investigates, drugs to battle obesity, the sneaky side effects of these so-called miracle drugs.
Tonight,
Am I living in a nightmare?
times are rough,
Mark, deploy the slapping arm.
but Steven's here. CBS Tonight.
Look at that hottie, the Takis Fuego meal. Wendy's spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis chips and Fuego fries inspired by Takis. So Takis fans, you're welcome. And new Takis fans, good luck. For an intense new take on Takis, gotta be Wendy's.
And Doug.
Looks like we've told people Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need. For the last time. Bye, my friend. Huh. I thought it was deeper than that. Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Cream on the left, one more episode.
Cream on the right, we crushed the whole series.
Yes! Oh, that was really good.
Oreo, stay playful.
Oh, yeah. You're looking at one of the newest reasons to love Red Lobster. New seafood boils, turning Crab Fest into a crab feast. That's the look of real happiness. Served daily, only at Red Lobster.
Look at that hottie, the Takis Fuego meal. Wendy's spicy chicken topped with crushed Takis chips and Fuego fries inspired by Takis. So Takis fans, you're welcome. And new Takis fans, good luck. For an intense new take on Takis, gotta be Wendy's.
Congressman Scott Perry just voted for President Trump's working family tax cuts that mean higher wages and lower taxes for working families. No tax on tips and no tax on overtime. Perry voted to cut taxes 15%, giving working families $10,000 more every year. And by ending free health care benefits for illegals, Trump and Perry will expand health savings accounts for Americans. That means greater choice in your health care. Thanks, Scott Perry, for supporting Trump's working family tax cuts.
Style or substance? Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or current eligible GMC owners get 0% APR with a total value of over $11,000 on this Sierra 1500 model. We are professional grade.
Download the free CBS 21 First Warning Weather app now.
Tonight, tensions between Met Ed and State Senator Doug Mastriano could be winding down. This after the senator shared his frustration over a massive power outage in Adams County earlier this week. Well, one of those outages stemmed from an electric substation fire late Monday night. Thousands of customers were left in the dark, and yes, a brutal heat wave was going on. So many of the customers did not have air conditioning at the time. Now, what happened yesterday was Senator Mastriano said that he has been in touch with Met Ed, calling on the company to give affected customers a 1-month credit and then also reimburse their costs for all lost food. So Met Ed responding, and they say, we appreciate the senator's concern, and we're looking at their restoration process to see how they can work quicker on outages like these in the future. They're also urging customers to call the customer service line. You can see it right on your screen and file a claim for any loss. Weight loss drugs are exploding in popularity across the country, treating obesity and all kinds of medical conditions that come along with it. But at the same time, there are growing concerns over potentially serious side effects. Spotlight on America national investigative correspondent Angie Moreski looks at whether these so-called miracle drugs could be a double-edged sword.
I've got protein shakes.
Peter Bernard is excited about his weight loss journey, not only eating healthier and exercising more, but also using Zepbound, one of the new GLP-1 drugs to control his appetite. A weekly injection, he says it's been a game changer. After just 3 months, down 30 pounds.
I don't think I could have done that on my own. No way.
It all started when Ozempic was FDA approved to treat diabetes in 2017.
Ozempic lowers the risk of major cardiovascular events.
Along with health benefits, patients started losing weight, which led to more drugs.
Have you always had trouble with your weight?
Including Wegovy.
Weight loss.
And Zepbound, FDA approved to treat obesity.
It's been a revolution for obesity medicine.
Dr. Ivania Rizzo is director of obesity medicine at Boston Medical Center.
Health benefits for sugars, health benefits for high blood pressure, health benefits for cholesterol.
The drugs work in part by slowing digestion and gastric emptying, which can cause side effects.
The greatest side effects are usually gastrointestinal, with meaning that like nausea, more extreme would be vomiting, diarrhea, or constipation.
When I'm feeling a little nauseous, I can almost always tolerate some chicken soup.
Peter has experienced the more common side effects, but some report much more serious complications, including bowel obstruction, gallstone attacks, pancreatitis, gastroparesis, even sudden blindness.
We're seeing many patients who have been severely harmed by these drugs.
Attorney Jonathan Orent represents clients suing the makers of GLP-1 drugs, including Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly, alleging they have not done enough to warn patients and doctors about serious risks.
What are some of the most serious side effects you're seeing with patients?
We've seen individuals who suffer blindness, bowel blockages that result in some sort of perforation of the bowel, sepsis, and can ultimately lead to death.
Spotlight contacted both Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly. Both declined interviews but sent statements. Novo Nordisk saying they remain confident in the benefit-risk profile of their GLP-1 medicines when used consistent with their indications and product labeling. And Eli Lilly saying their FDA-approved labels include robust warnings, including that Mounjaro and Zepbound may be associated with gastrointestinal adverse reactions, sometimes severe.
These more serious side effects, are you seeing them in your practice?
I have seen people who have had, in very rare situations, for example, obstruction.
Dr. Rizzo says for the most part she's seen more good as a result of the drugs, but adds you must weigh the risks versus benefits for each patient, and emphasizes she does not prescribe them for cosmetic weight loss.
These medications are for people who have a disease.
For Peter, who also has high blood pressure and cholesterol and sleep apnea, it's made all the difference.
This is where I used to cinch my belt.
And while he's excited about the progress he's made shrinking his waistline,
Down to here.
he has researched the risks and says for him, it's worth it.
I do have some concerns about it in that what happens 10 years from now. I'm going to roll the dice. I'm rolling the dice. It's working for me now.
For Spotlight on America,
Jim.
I'm Angie Moreski.
And now, CBS 21 News First Warning Weather with Chief Meteorologist Tom Russell.
Now, this is Jasmine's last newscast. Shh, don't tell anybody. It is a weird weather day. We've had all those clouds. After 5 days in the 90s today, we didn't get out of the 60s for most of the day. Loving it. 67 in Harrisburg. I say loving it just because we need a break from all the heat and all the humidity and the whole deal. So enjoy it because it was a short-lived break. We're right back to the heat this weekend. That's part of what you need to know tonight. The heat is back. It's stormy tomorrow in the afternoon at least, and then we get into a hot, dry Sunday. So the only concern would be later tomorrow afternoon as far as any rainfall goes. It looks quiet here on the radar, right? Have you been outside? You know, there's kind of a mist or a drizzle. It's just kind of damp as all that cloud cover settles in. So let's call it drizzle. It's kind of foggy in some spots, so just keep that in mind. That'll be the case overnight and early tomorrow. We've been tracking storms out in the western part of the state. They have nothing to do with us as we've been socked in with the clouds and that easterly wind flow. So things change tomorrow. This has been interesting to watch. We've been cool here in the northeast, but the heat returns. So 90s up and down the eastern seaboard. We're going to go for 88 tomorrow, but there's plenty of heat traversing the nation. That means we're going to get back into a hot pattern, and it starts with tomorrow. Let me show you how it plays out. Easterly wind flow through the overnight and the first part of tomorrow, but the winds will shift. That will clear things out. When does that happen? By mid-morning, 9, 10, and 11 o'clock, we're back to the sunshine. We heat things up pretty quickly, and that'll get some afternoon thunderstorms going. Don't cancel any plans. Just be ready to keep an eye to the sky and ready to duck indoors if you need to. That'll linger into the early evening hours, and then the front comes through. We clear things out. Sunday is gorgeous. It's hot, but it's gorgeous. Lots of sunshine, dry day. Now, as we head into Monday, the clouds come back, and we have that chance for some afternoon storms. So very typical summertime pattern coming our way, and it stays with us right on into the 4th of July holiday. So tonight, we got the cloudy skies, that mist, that drizzle, that little bit of fog as we're basically right here, 66, 67 degrees. And then tomorrow, we break for some sunshine, and when we do, that'll give us some afternoon thunderstorms, 88. As we get into Sunday, sunshine, 90 degrees, 90 again Monday, but we'll bring back that chance for some afternoon storms here as well. That'll linger into Tuesday, Wednesday, and then on into the 4th of July holiday all week. We're in the upper 80s, right around 90. So it is summertime. It's going to feel like it right on into the 4th of July holiday. So there we go as we take a look at our last 7-day together. Peruse it, if you will, Jasmine.
Oh, I
Brooks.
will.
Jasmine, in our last day, she's learning how to work the teleprompter.
I'm so awkward at goodbyes. I think because I like to be happy, and it's just too heavy. So, hey, I'll see you tomorrow at my go-to party, buddy. Hey, we do have more information about those text messages that they're saying were coming from the PA Turnpike.
The origin is being traced back to and what to look out for.
Dropping home insurance.
Tuesday at 11.
New York State. It's everything this summer. Quality time on mountain hikes. Building memories. Beach days they'll never forget. Whatever you're chasing, it's here. Are you ready? New York State, everything you love. Plan your summer getaway at iloveny.com.
It's the best time to save. It's the best time to buy with Ford employee pricing. You pay what we pay across our entire lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. That's employee pricing from the one automaker who assembles the most vehicles in the U.S., Ford. But you must hurry. This limited time offer won't last. Now, get employee pricing, and you pay what we pay on a Bronco Badlands and Wildtrak, and get 3.9% financing, plus $2,000 bonus cash.
We have a multi-vehicle accident on the Capitol Beltway.
Accidents happen, but what you do next matters. Hurt in a car? Call HHR. We have helped over 40,000 injured Pennsylvanians. We are HHR, Pennsylvania's brain injury lawyers.
What causes a curve down there? Is it Peyronie's disease? Is there somebody I can talk to or help?
I got somebody for that.
I got somebody for that. I got somebody for that.
You guys got somebody for Peyronie's disease?
There's hope for the estimated 1 in 10 men who may have Peyronie's disease, or PD. A urology specialist who treats PD can help you create a plan, including non-surgical options. Find somebody today at GoGetSomebody.com.
This Hulu Plus Live TV lineup is stacked with Live TV, Hulu, Disney Plus, and ESPN Plus. This VIP plan is all yours for only $82.99 per month.
This is insane.
Hulu Plus Live TV, where live sports meets entertainment.
I got a whole lot of money. I'm gonna make you smile.
The ultra-rich out-of-state PA casino owners are raking in a fortune. Now they want more and have teamed up with some Harrisburg politicians to enact a punishing 40% tax increase on PA small businesses and veterans organizations who depend on legally operated skill games. Tell your legislators, vote no on raising PA taxes.
We have a warning for you tonight. The Shapiro administration wants you to stay vigilant because there's a new phone scam targeting people who rely on SNAP benefits. Anyone who uses an EBT card is being asked to lock cards to prevent any more thefts. So if you get a call from any of these numbers on your screen, hang up and call police. The PA Turnpike text scams, they have been traced to China. A Pennsylvania researcher says the sites linked in the scam messages typically end with a domain like .win or .top, but legitimate government websites, you'd see .gov at the end. So right now, he is actually working with state police and the FBI to shut down the foreign sites as soon as possible. This is my final newscast here on CBS 21 News. Yeah, we're back. Tom's gonna have some fun, and we hope to show you some memories.
Track severe weather with CBS 21 News First Warning Weather. CBS 21 News investigates allegations against a local contractor.
He said what we wanted to hear.
A warning for homeowners planning on remodeling.
Signed the contract. We paid him a very hefty deposit.
Accused of taking the money and not doing the work.
We called numerous times, and each time it was a different excuse.
Then CBS 21 News went looking for answers. What we uncovered.
He basically ghosted us.
Watch Tuesday, CBS 21 News at 6.
Move your car without moving at all. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Get 2.99% APR or $1,750 bonus cash on the Tucson or lease for only $239 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Red, white, and wow. Make your home the perfect backdrop for summer celebrations with savings up to 30% during the 4th of July sale at Raymore and Flanagan. Explore can't-miss deals on sofas, sectionals, dining sets, bedroom sets, and more. These items are in stock and ready for delivery in 3 days or less. You can also save hundreds on top mattress brands. Plus, combine select mattress sale pricing with interest-free financing for up to 72 months. Hurry in to save up to 30% during Raymore and Flanagan's 4th of July sale.
For years, everyone thought Verizon had the best network, because they did. But now the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. Some fancy experts finished a network test, and T-Mobile sort of opened a can of whoop-up. T-Mobile's network has the most advanced 5G, with more towers, and their signal reaches further than ever. So you can text and Insta-talk and say, "You won't believe where I am." Seriously, where am I? Hey, I got signal.
For 2025, Toyota is the best resale value brand for the 5th year in a row. With 3 of the top 5 vehicles, including Tacoma, ranked #1. Proving that Toyota quality means affordability today and trade-in values you can trust tomorrow. Right now, buy a Tundra and get $3,000 cash back, or take low 1.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
The time has come. This is the last moment you'll see Jasmine Brooks here on CBS 21 News. But before she goes, we wanted to take a look back at all the stories that you have covered for us throughout the years.
All of them?
Bringing you critical news between those smiles that we see on all of our newscasts.
Thank you, Tom.
Okay.
Video of the dramatic rescue on the freezing Susquehanna River shows Andrea on top of her water-submerged car. Do you think he was trying to kill you?
Yeah, I do, but not me as a person, if that makes sense. He really thought I was someone else.
You see this goofy person that Jasmine is, again, I mean that in every aspect of the word, in a good way, but she also has some very good, powerful news judgment. And, you know, she can kind of change the tone based on what's going on.
I want to know how it's affected you. How are you doing? I know you got COVID.
I personally was infected with COVID. It wasn't fun.
Nurse tells me she just received her first dose of the COVID vaccine, and she's still very concerned about the health and well-being of all of her colleagues.
Jasmine has the biggest heart, and as I mentioned, you She wears that on her sleeve. So whether she's reading a story about, a sick child or a hurt puppy, she literally comes off the air and feels empathy for that.
Jasmine always said that she was very proud that she was able to let people tell their stories. She's super empathetic and she genuinely cares about the stories, and to give people that platform was really important to her.
I see a lot of ducks.
It became our tradition that wherever we went, we would get a wood bird.
A lot of those messages say, like, get out of the pageant. And you did.
I did. I didn't want to, but ultimately, it was the best decision for the safety of myself and my loved ones.
And as a mother myself, I wanted to know how that baby is doing now. Andrea had a lot to say about her little girl, and you can hear more of my exclusive interview with Andrea at CBS21.com.
Great stuff. That story was put together by our own Danny Kildare, and you can watch the full 15-minute version on our YouTube page right now. And I want to bring Jasmine in. We're going to read some of the comments that you have shared with
In the Jasmine box.
All right, and there's the Jasmine box right there. I'm going to check it out. All right, let's hit a couple of these here. Bonnie says, enjoyed watching her and Joel D together. All the best to her. So that's very nice. Let's see here. She will be missed. She always added such humor and brightness to the show. That's from Lauren.
Wonderful.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.
This is my favorite, Jasmine, from Bob. How funny Tom and Jasmine Brooks are together on the set. That's very nice. This one, a favorite memory comes from her street reporting of Farm Show and Jubilee Day. You were great at that in Mechanicsburg. Loved her vibrant personality and zest for life. Kudos for all she has done. Hope the good things are coming your way. Let's see here. She's always bubbly. Are you bubbly?
I am.
And so good as an anchor woman. We wish you the best, Jasmine, in your next adventure. God bless you and your family. The CBS station, very good.
Read a couple of nasty ones.
Okay, let's see here. Loved her personality. We'll miss her on the news. Good luck in your next endeavor. There are no bad ones. That's from Pam. Oh, this is one that you were making me get a haircut.
Yes.
I don't think Joel D ever knew what to expect for her. That's true. All the Farm Show adventures. Jasmine, these are such wonderful things. Oh, coverage of the fish fries. You were great at that at Seven Sorrows there. And
how could you not be? They're so good, those fish fries.
They're so good.
Oh, my God.
All the time she did the Pennsylvania Farm Show, her beautiful face.
Oh, my God.
Gorgeous clothes.
Oh.
How she kept Joel D and Tom Russell in line.
True. Yes.
How about that? Covering all the exciting news with enthusiasm. Jasmine, on behalf of all our viewers and all of us here at CBS 21, you will be missed greatly. You are an amazing person.
Thank you, Tom.
Even in this little box.
You are too. Thank you. All right, get me out of this box now. Hello. Right. Tom's coming back with your forecast one more time next.
It's the best time to save. It's the best time to buy with Ford employee pricing. You pay what we pay across our entire lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs. That's employee pricing from the one automaker who assembles the most vehicles in the U.S., Ford. But you must hurry. This limited time offer won't last. Now, get employee pricing and you pay what we pay on a Ford Escape and lease for only $359 a month.
Today we're talking trends in bathroom modeling, specifically around bath safety. One of the most popular trends right now is replacing old, outdated tubs with modern and accessible showers. This type of remodel can drastically improve safety in the bathroom, and West Shore Home is making it easy and affordable right now.
We help hundreds of homeowners every single day replace that bath with a more safe and accessible shower. And right now, we're making it as affordable as possible. Right now, with our 4th of July sale, you can get a modern and accessible shower with free installation and 36 months of 0% APR. So you can get the benefits of a safe and accessible shower now, get free installation, and you'll have 3 full years to pay it off without paying any interest.
When it comes to safety in the bath area, there are a lot of things to think about. Bathroom floors and surfaces can be slippery. And we've all seen the statistics on injuries, which can be scary.
Yeah, that's right. Let me show you how we completely remove those worries. We'll take out that high-step bathtub and replace it with a low-step shower. We place anchor grab bars on the shower walls for support to make it really easy to get in and out. We also offer multiple seating options for stability, and we have adjustable shower heads that make it easier to bathe if you're using that shower seat.
These are some really important features. With that low-step base and grab bars, getting in is so much easier. Plus, with a built-in bench and adjustable shower head, you can safely sit while bathing and not have to worry about slipping or falling. That would really put me at ease.
While this is a great practical transformation for most people, the best part is you don't have to sacrifice beauty to get those safety features. Let's take a look at a few jobs. You're getting a beautiful new shower that's going to keep you safe in the bathroom space. This is just another reason I want to make these projects as affordable as possible. When you call in right now, you'll get free installation on your shower remodel as part of our 4th of July sale. Plus, call the number on the screen today to lock in 36 months of 0% APR. That's 3 full years to pay off a new shower with no interest. Call today to lock in this limited time financing offer with our 4th of July savings event.
And welcome back. We break out the heat again this weekend. 88 tomorrow with some afternoon storms. 90 on Sunday, a dry day. Jasmine, not a dry eye in the house as you exit CBS 21. We miss you so much.
Oh, thank you, Tom. And thank you, guys. But listen, this isn't the end for me. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram so you can see where I'm going and how we can still connect.
We can't wait to see your adventures.
The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is next. Good night.
The best.